Hey guys, Edie's off for the night again, so tonight you're hanging out with me, and today we're going to talk about how to reframe your training a little bit differently. Specifically, we're going to be talking about how to reframe recovery. So most people approach their workouts with an all or nothing mentality. Go hard or go home. The mentality then applies to what they do in between workouts. I define it as infrequent hyper intensity. We hit the gym really hard 2 to 3 times a week, going all out, and the box is ticked and nothing much else is required. If you think about it, how often have you heard someone say they're going to work off their nutritional choices or outwork it? I'm going to burn off the calories. This falls into that category. We'll be talking a lot more about the mentality around creating a discipline or habit out of your fitness routine, but today specifically we want to target recovery. So let's get to the reframing part. Recovery isn't what happens after your workout, it's actually part of the workout. Some of the most motivated people I've ever worked with come in with a grind mentality. They all push until their body has had enough and forces them to take a timeout. Look, I've been there and I get it. When you're pushing hard, you feel strong, tough, and like you're persevering and overcoming something. And the truth is that you are, and every so often it is good to test your limits. But as a habit, fatigue kills performance and progress. Without recovery, movement quality drops, progress stalls, injuries begin to pop up, and motivation goes out the window. So how can we avoid all that? By creating a discipline of intentional recovery. What does this mean? Think of it like this. If you're a chef in a kitchen, especially one that's making high-end meals, you need to keep your utensils sharp and well taken care of. Overuse over time with no upkeep will lead to tools that are dull and a decline in the quality of your cooking. The same rules apply to your body. If you're working hard and aspire to do greater things, then you have to prioritize and take care of your tools. Not only can recovery be trained, it can be improved upon as you make it habitual and part of your routine. So let's talk about the 3 pillars of what recovery actually looks like. First, your CNS management, which is meant to help down-regulate your nervous system. When you're training, you're in fight or flight mode. The goal of down-regulation is to move you from this state to the opposite, which is rest and digest. After finishing your training, a great way to take the off-ramp to this is with breathwork. There are a lot of different ways to implement this. Box breathing is one. The idea here is that you draw in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, release for 4 seconds, and then stay empty for 4 seconds. Alternatively, crocodile breathing is a great choice for those that like getting feedback on how much they're breathing. Either of these are an excellent choice to down-regulate and take 2 to 3 minutes tops to do. Second, nutrition. This can be a daunting topic for a lot of people, but to keep it simple for now, you have to eat to rebuild and refuel and drink plenty of water to keep your body running optimally and performing well. This sounds fairly logical, except a lot of people eat reactively and as a result of how busy they are. In regular scenarios that I've come across, someone will actually undereat and then begin having cravings of the sugary variety. Well, this is because your body is running low on fuel and trying to replenish. Additionally, protein contributes heavily to feeling satisfied or full. So if you can mindfully consume healthy, preferably fiber-dense carbs throughout the day and have protein with every meal, you're steering clear of self-sabotage and assisting in the recovery and preparation process. And as for water, I can't say enough about how important it is, so just make sure you're drinking plenty. I could tell you women should drink 2.5 liters of water a day and guys should drink 3.5, but wherever you are, start from there and try to increase your threshold as you make a habit out of it. Lastly, sleep. This is a big one and where I've fallen the most short for myself. I've seen periods of progress when I'm well rested with 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night, and I've seen periods of progress when I'm averaging 4 to 6. And I can tell you the progress comes much faster if you get those extra hours. It's as simple as that. After all your work and down-regulation and refueling, everything will tie together when you're sleeping and your body is actively using everything you've done to improve itself. Diminishing the amount of time it has to work on this will diminish your results as well as your recovery. And yes, you can hit a wall if the situation gets critical enough. Don't sleep on your sleep. So with all that said, how you take care of your nervous system, what you're putting into your body, and how you are resting after all your efforts are the keys to recovery as a discipline. Just think about starting somewhere. It doesn't have to be everything at once, and as a matter of fact, I wouldn't even recommend that. Speaking from my own experience training people, focusing on and improving one thing at a time is the key to sustainable and long-term habits and results. Pick one of these things and start implementing it. As you do it, your capacity for it will go up, and before you know it, it'll be part of your daily routine. This is the path to creating a discipline out of something. So remember, you can train recovery just like you train strength. The same way you get stronger over time, you will recover better over time. Some days will be better than others, and other days there will be setbacks. But this is about creating a path that is always improving and moving forward. Sometimes in leaps and bounds, and sometimes in small steps. Start small and commit to your changes, and I guarantee over time, you'll see how mindful and disciplined recovery builds consistency, longevity, and better performance. All right, guys, so that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Follow, subscribe, and visit geteverreadyfit.com because recovery, like everything else, is practice. So I'll see you guys real soon, and until then, stay strong.